What's going on, y'all? So we got this new game, Silver Palace, everyone's been talking about. It's been newly released, the trailer and the gameplay trailer have been newly released. And so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll check it out because people keep calling it the Genshin killer or Wuthering Waves as competition, yada, yada, yada. We've heard this before. If you don't recall in the past, this definitely happened with Tower of Fantasy. And we all know how that happened. Tower of Fantasy is completely irrelevant. So you may as well, it is irrelevant. And that is pretty much how I feel when I first saw little snippets of this game, Silver Palace. And so they came out with a gameplay trailer and an official trailer. I watched the official trailer already. We're going to watch the gameplay trailer and kind of go over it and see what we see here and if it's even in any way, shape, or form something that we should be interested in, or if it's just something that's going to magically disappear in a couple weeks and then we hear about it again in 2035. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive in and watch this thing. By the way, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out tremendously. Thank you very much. This is a Victorian-era based game. So it's going to be fancy buildings and all that stuff. So and it was based on Unreal Engine, which is the same as Wuthering Waves. However, this one appears to be in a third party or a third person view. So over the shoulder type camera, which I'm not too sure how I feel about for a game like this. But nonetheless, we'll see how this goes, how this looks. First and foremost, looks pretty. The characters look kind of strange there. Hold on, let me go back to that. First and foremost, kind of copy this. Not too sure if I'm okay. That looks a little questionable off the jump. Not really digging the face here. That's a very doll-like. Looks like a mannequin or something like that. I don't know if that's really what's supposed to be going on here in the game. Maybe everyone's just a doll. They're all puppets or something like that. And the world's actually a big dollhouse, and you're playing the puppeteer. And these are all dolls. And you're like, I'm making my dolls move. Which I guess is kind of what people are doing who play these Gacha games and collecting waifus. They might be onto something. Wow. Anyways. So we see, okay, see the outside there. Fancy buildings there. Cozy little piano music playing right here. But it's definitely a very pretty game so far, as we can see here. Very pretty game. Got the bookshelf here. Look at this lady here sweeping, brushing things up. Alright. Does she have a tail? Is that a mechanical tail? Is that a real tail? That's a mechanical tail, y'all. That's definitely a mechanical tail. Maybe these are old dolls. That looks like a mechanical tail, right? Either that or they took apart a saxophone and put it on the back of her for some weird reason. I mean, I've seen stranger stuff, I guess, right? Yeah, that's definitely a mechanical tail. 100%. As you can tell, this is the Chinese voiceover, if you couldn't tell already. If that wasn't obvious by them speaking Mandarin. But in case you need to have that clearly pointed out to you, I'm always here for you. You're welcome. See her running here. Running animation is, I guess it's fair. I don't really care for this over-the-shoulder camera view in a game like this, I feel like. Off the jump. So, oh, that's very, wow, that's very, very pretty. Very expensive world that we see there. This looks pretty interesting. The world looks great from what we see right here just coming out. And this little trolley coming across right here. Well, looks great. Shadows, we can expect the shadows and lighting to be fairly good because it's Unreal Engine, which is pretty much always going to be the case with Unreal Engine 5. So this looks pretty good. What we're seeing here, a very expensive world. I wonder how big this map is. Of course, this is kind of just showcasing the area right now. Of course, we need to see some combat stuff. So this looks like she has a pistol here. There goes those eyes again, dude. There goes those freaking eyes again. Wait, look at this. Are y'all seeing this? Are you seeing these eyes? I'm not sure what is going. Can we like zoom this in and blow it up and just like? But you like imagine waking up to this in the middle of the night and like you just like you roll over, you open up your eyes and this is staring you right in the face, bro. You were pooping your pants, 100% every single time. Guaranteed pooping your pants if this shows up right in front of your face in the middle of the night. Guaranteed. Checking out her pistol. That's pretty interesting. I like that face right there is a bit better. Where it seems a bit more human right there. That face is a bit better. The camera panning here, this car over here, not overly detailed, but I think they did a very good job of capturing this Victorian era. Okay, that's a different character, a kind of new character. Same thing with the eyes, though, with the doll face and type stuff going on here, so I'm not really too sure about that. How I feel about that. Very pretty, though. Pretty hairstyle there that they got on here. Very traditional of the times. Got this girl here who's like a, maybe they wanted it to be Camellia, maybe they wanted it to be, yeah, I'm getting like Camellia vibes from this, or what's that girl from Data Live? The girl who like has the clock and the gun, the pistol. Can't remember. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But I feel like it's probably coming off there. This seems. I'm not sure if this is actually supposed to be her, but it seems kind of. Oh no, it's not real or proportional. I mean, I understand she's in a corset, but this still kind of looks kind of strange. Not too. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, this guy looks like pretty much every single character in Honkai Star Rail. That's pretty cool. Every male model in Honkai Star Rail. And I guess in the extension Genshin Impact as well. Rail Sleeve. All of them. They're all of the exact same. They never go into much detail in the guys on these games because obviously the guys don't sell nearly as much as the girls do. So, unfortunate, but you can generally always expect that in these gacha games. That's a neat little outfit right there. A little bit more sophisticated. I like the outfit though. I like her face was a bit better there. Not as dolly as the other faces that we've seen, which I'm appreciative of that for sure. All right, looks like you got some walking around here. That's some walking around. Sure, yeah, exactly. I hear you, girl. Go ahead, tell them. Oh, that's dude. They did a good job capturing this Victorian era. They really did. You see these NPCs here chatting it up. The lighting looks great. Of course, like I said, Unreal Engine. That's going. What the hell, bro? Did you summon a Silver Surfer horse, bro? Is that a Silver Surfer horse, bro? Yo, are you the bringer of planetary doom? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a premonition. Hello, what is this? There's multiple different ones. So it's like a mount system where you can have stats too. Interesting. Very interesting. And it's customized. You can customize their hooves, the horseshoes. You can custom what? What's that gonna do? Like make them run faster? It's gonna make them jump higher or something like that. It's like you put like some Nike air pumps on them or something like that. Pump it up. And now the horse is jumping. It suddenly has wings and can fly and stuff, bro. I'm not sure if that's how this one works, but okay. All right, looks like we're moving on the mount. Also, bro. Bro. Would you see a drifting horse? Hold up. Oh, we just slow that one down. We just slow that one down. How can you slow the speed down? Slow it down by right here, right around here, something like that. Hold up, y'all. All right, yeah, a drifting horse. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but we'll keep going. Okay, heavy drifts. Water always looks great in Unreal Engines. Yeah, some heavy running here. This is a pretty expensive map, though. Not too sure how I feel about this. this drifting, though. This horse drifting, but we'll take it. Not too sure how I feel about it, but this map is like, this map is pretty expensive. I like it. What I have not seen though, I have not seen them. What's this? You like scanning her? Percentage is checking red. Okay, so she's what are they say, like vampires or something like that? Yeah, it looks like maybe vampires or something like that. So pretty much looks like she scans them, and then I guess that lets her know if they have the vampire blood, if she needs to summon Blade. That was metaphor. I mean, I said that, but that wasn't actually because I saw the Blade. I was thinking about Blade the Vampire Hunter, but it just kind of worked out at the same time. But I guess she scans them and then that lets you know if I need to summon, if I need to attack this person. Not too sure how that works and what the reason behind that is, or if you have to do that for every single thing in the game. The whole game is just running around scanning people to see who is who. Like that doesn't seem too thrilling. So I'm sure it's not all that, but I hope not anyway. I mean, you gotta scan every single person that you run across to freaking know if you gotta combat them. That seems a little excessive. A little excessive. Oh, looks like we're about to see some combat though. Okay. This okay, so you can use your pistol too, a little hip action. Okay. This looks interesting. I'm not, it doesn't look like anything fancy or it doesn't look like anything to write home about, put it like that. Doesn't look like anything to write home about, I would say. Looks interesting. The eyes went red right there for an ultimate. That's a pretty fancy ultimate. Pretty cool looking. That's pretty cool looking. I'll give that combat Wolf King right here. I'll give that combat maybe like a 3 out of 10. It really was not impressive at all. If the whole game's like that, that's not going to be good. Did not seem very exciting at all. I see that they have a node tree though here. So this looks like some sort of skill tree. So you get some skill. Well, maybe this is, I'm not sure exactly what it. Well, that's the map. Okay, so that's a 40%, 40%. So these are areas, completion rates. Map looks pretty big. We're here. But that being said, while the map looks pretty big, when we saw her drifting on that horse, it kind of looked a lot of the same. Like more and more of the same. So while the map seems big, is it just a big labyrinth of the exact same scenery? In which case, that can potentially not be good. So that's something to be worried about there off the jump as well. But we'll see here. Looks like they have a layer icon here over on the right. So you have the layers. You see this in games like Genshin and Star Rail and Wuthering Waves and stuff. So the layer icon. This is very reminiscent of exactly how those look in those games. Alright, so we're moving with those little thingies on here. What are those things? Those purple things. Oh, we're back on the drifting horse. Okay. Okay, what are these? Are these like, these take you up? And I'm wondering here too, because I'm seeing this. And that makes me wonder, because I haven't seen her jump this whole time, right? We haven't seen her jump, right? So can you not jump in this game? In which case, it's kind of like a Star Rail, right? Which really kind of takes away from it as well. Star Rail and Zenless, right? Both new those you can jump. So that kind of takes away from it. This doesn't look anything too impressive. Not so much. Let's see a kitty cat. What's she gonna do with the kitty cat? Okay, okay. Okay. All right, we're hovering, picking up kitty cats with magic and making them hover. Okay. I mean, look, I'm not gonna knock it. Is it something that needs to be there? Maybe, yeah. What great way to capture an audience and have them interact with kitty cats. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, let's be honest. In the game, you can't go wrong with having interactions with kitty cats. It's not possible. So, yeah, sure. It's like someone will see this and they'll be like, oh, wow, I can pick up a kitty cat with magical auras. It's like, I guarantee you. But that goes back to this whole system here. And because we haven't seen her jump. So I'm thinking that you can't jump in this game. So I think this exploration might be a little limited. Looks like there's no wall climbing either, maybe. Oh, never mind. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got a flying horse. Okay, so your mount can drift and it can fly. That's interesting. This world is pretty expansive, dude. Okay, yeah, wow, look at this. Look at this. Whoa. That's pretty cool looking. There's no question that the world looks amazing. Look at that. Look at that. There's no question that this world is amazing. There's nighttime views. Okay. Looks like it's pretty seamless. The controls are pretty seamless as well in this flight mode. So that's good. But, I mean, what are you supposed to be doing in this game? And also, can you only do this type of, you know, exploration when you're on the horse? Like I said, we haven't seen her jump. So that brings questions. It's a very pretty game. There's no denying that. But from what I've seen of the game itself, I'm not overly impressed. Like, it's a nice picture. It's like No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky, that was a very pretty game, you know, right? But when that game came out, it was, bro, terrible. What is this? You just rated it? Did you just rate a building? Wait, what just happened here, yo? What just happened here? Did you find, was it like a map icon? This mini map? Is that showing you, taking you somewhere? Is it gonna pop up something? No? So what is this? What does that say? Res building? Ownership? Market price? Are you a realtor? Are you buying stuff? Is this a rate? Are you buying properties? Is this a property buying game? You buying property? What? Huh? What is going on here? What is going on? I'm gonna need someone in chat who speaks and reads fluent Mandarin or Chinese to go ahead and let me know what that was all about. Appreciate y'all. Down in the comments below. Alright, we're in a nice little cafe here, a little bar. We're cozy people here having a good time. Doing some finest of the delicacies. Oh, okay, got the bartender here. Oh, here's this girl. So she's trying to come up on us and seduce us. As I'm sure this is working perfectly great on 90% of the players who are going to be playing this game because they're likely all single and they're looking to collect waifus. So that was a great way to capture their attention. Most definitely, that was smart by them for doing that. Because what better way to capture a bunch of waifu collectors' attention? Do the lean in. Shoulders. Oh, okay, we're going through a little alleyway here. A little back alley here. Looks like you got a little robot here. Oh, okay, we're sneaking up MGS style. Okay. Oh, give him the choker. Give him the choker. Okay, that was kind of cool. Got some MGS action in here. What's going on here? Oh, we're struggling here. What's up with the, whoa, this actually was a great pause moment. So I was trying to go back and show this face here, but this was even better because what is his face? But I don't know if that's a devil reincarnate or if that's like the most craziest Pinocchio I've ever seen in my life. I'm really not sure, or maybe it's a bit of both. Really not too sure here. Looks pretty wild to me. Not too sure how I feel about it, but that's a crazy looking doll right there. But definitely not want that in my box of cereal. We're not collecting that doll. We're sending that one back. McDonald's, you can have that back. We don't want it. Yeah, this struggling is kind of crazy though. Yeah, I know some people are enjoying this. I mean, like this whole position here. I mean, it's like I understand it, you know, because they did it in that manner, right? Or it's like it looks intense because like they're struggling here, but at the same time, the position that they have her in, you know what I'm saying? They're attracting the waifu collectors. I mean, like look at that. That's how. There's someone out there who's seeing this and like, oh, well, I wish she was doing that to me. Bro, you wish she was trying to kill you, bro? You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying. There's people out there who are seeing this and like, oh, I wish that was happening to me. This is pretty interesting, though. So there's a bunch of button prompts. Oh, okay, so yeah, like a night tranquilizer, I guess. I don't think that was like a vaccine or anything. Okay, here's some more combat. This looks a bit better. It's a bit more fast-paced. I'm still not a huge fan of this over-the-shoulder for this type of game's combat. Not a huge fan of that. See, it pans out. Okay, we got a different character here. Using some sort of broadsword, claymore type weapon. Very pronounced airbags. And then we have this girl. So it's pretty cool. This girl we saw earlier. Is this the same girl, the first girl? It's Yeah, same girl, but it looks like she had 2 different types of swords that she could use. Where one's like a double sword, a dual saber. So it looks like they are using this little vaccine thing. Not too sure what the hell that's even really about or what's going on with that, but I mean, we're seeing it, so. This is like, I'm really not too sure how I feel about this combat though. This combat doesn't look overly impressive to me. It looks like it would get kind of boring over time. Like, I think the world looks super, super pretty, but this combat doesn't look too great. So it looks like there's 4 characters here. I'm not a huge fan of like all the prompts and stuff in this type of game. I feel like it takes away a little bit from it. I don't know, we'll keep seeing them. That gameplay showcase was a bit better than the first one, the combat. Feels like she's on a train cart here, or a trolley, either or. It's burning, so she's gonna have to escape probably. Well, it looks like they escaped before her. She got thrown off. Oh, looks like there's a boss battle here. A crazy lady on 2 horses running around in a carriage on top of it. Pumpkin carriage at that. Okay. This is a fairy tale here. Got a pumpkin carriage. Anyone need a slipper? Alright. Either way, she looks like we can break the carriage. She was kind of interactable there. So the carriage is breaking a little bit. I think they just put his back to something. Okay, so it's a mechanical carriage. Very kind of interesting here. This lady on top of it's holding like a big mega machine gun or something. Girl has a shield as well. The girl has a broadsword, a claymore. Okay, a little jump kick. Okay, she looks pretty crap. Well, that's definitely, I know y'all like that. That looked pretty. The intro was pretty cool when she came down like that. That kick right there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Really like that one. Boss design looks fairly interesting. Let's see how this boss fight is. Okay, lots of little blocking here. So there's some prompts there. Combat doesn't look too crazy. Doesn't look anything over the top though. Also, looks like there's lots of prompts again. I'm not the biggest on these prompts. You know, I feel like you're really showcasing. There's such a focus on how high quality the game environment looks. You have all these prompts in here that I kind of throw in. I think it kind of takes away from everything. That's Silver Palace, though, y'all. So that's the game. That's the game there, and I'm not too sure how we feel about it. I think this is probably the best part right here, right? This is probably where y'all want it. So I'm not too sure how we feel about it. How y'all feel about this whole Silver Palace? I think that the Victorian era, I think they nailed the Victorian era. The Victorian era was really impressive. I think that was really cool, especially walking out of here, seeing this. We already expect the lighting to be great because it's Unreal Engine. That's a no-brainer. It's Unreal Engine 5. The lighting's going to be great. It's gonna pop out at you. That's how Unreal games are. Wuthering Waves runs on Unreal 5 too as well. So you know it's gonna look visually stunning to at least some degree. Like I said, not really too big on this over the shoulder for this game. And then also not overly excited about this combat. Combat doesn't seem anything too impressive, quite frankly. It really doesn't. So it seems very limited, quite frankly. And while I like the idea of like the whole pull out the pistol at the hip action, I like that, but I'm not sure I like how it's kind of implemented into it. It seems like it's kind of maybe doesn't flow so well into it, but maybe it's just only her who can do it. I'm not sure if we saw that when we saw the other combat scene. Let's go back to the combat scene where the other people are fighting. So I think maybe only she has the pistol. So I think that these other characters don't have a pistol. So it's just really all just their weapons. So that's better, yeah. But I mean, yeah, the combat doesn't look terrible. But I mean, only time will tell. Like it doesn't look over the top. It doesn't look super duper exciting. We also saw some elements there. I don't know if y'all saw that. See those elements at the top right there? So it looks like there is some element stuff going on here, just like in Genshin. So it's like these characters will have elements. You can see their icons over here too. So some of them have elements. I don't know if they all apply to, but it looks like there is some sort of element system within the game. So that's good. This bar down here shows their HP. This bar is charging right now. So I guess maybe that's the bar for the ultimate. Did we see her when she used an ultimate? Looks like it just went away. That's maybe a change character bar maybe. So this blue bar is going up. It's not really strong. Okay, so that's okay. It's showing that going down when she's using that pistol. It's charging up there. So I mean, it's interesting. I guess only time will tell. This is kind of early on. I'm not sure if they have a release date for this, but quite frankly, it doesn't look anything over the top. I think that people are getting a little too excited about it, saying, "Oh, it's a Genshin killer. It's the Wuthering Waves as competition." So. Nah, I mean, it just looks visually stunning, plain and simple. It does have some systems that I see that look interesting, like the node system, you know, the skill system that they had in there. What was that? Was that when they got the realtor? This was crazy. I mean, the whole drifting horse was, and then there's also this to remember how I was saying that while the map is humongous, it looks like it's more the same. So if that's actually the case, then that's not going to be good. The place can look visually stunning, but if every corner looks the exact same, then is it really visually stunning? You know what I'm saying? This is pretty interesting right here. So it looks like you're checking people and you're seeing if they're infected or if they have the, you know, they're freaking vampire or whatnot, like this girl is here who's, of course, she's in red, signifying that she's probably, you know, going to be in a match. And so, not too sure exactly how this whole game is supposed to work out, but it looks okay. It looks neat. I was trying to find that node system. Can't remember where it was at though. Was that it right there? No, it was just the realtor part. He's buying properties or something like that. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. And then of course, this where we saw the horse brought to question as well. Oh well, it doesn't really bring into question. It's pretty much guaranteed. There's no jump. There's no jump in this game when you're using the character themselves. So it's like Honkai Star Rail, like Zenless Zone Zero in that regard. Now this is cool and all, the flying horse, but of course no jumping. That also limits your combat as well. So that's that will be yet to be seen how that is, because the combat seemed a little limited as well already, regardless. But overall, it looks interesting. But it doesn't like anything that I would be immediately like, oh yeah, I can't wait for this freaking game to come out. It doesn't look like anything like that, but we'll see what happens. Chances are we got this gameplay trailer. You know, we got the official trailer, and like I mentioned, we probably won't see anything about it until 2035, and it's going to be a heavily mobile game probably. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to be everything that you would hope that it wouldn't be. That's probably what's going to happen there. You know, so it's nice, and then it's like, oh, well, it's all mobile. So that's unfortunately that's how these tend to work out. But here's that combat again. So, but what do y'all think about it? Like, what's y'all's input? Because I'm just here to keep it 100, keep it real, keep it trill. You know, I'm just here to give it to y'all straight. So what are y'all thinking about this whole thing? What's y'all's views on it? Are y'all excited for it? What would be y'all's critiques on it? Someone let me know what was going on with that whole building thing where she's buying properties, what that was all about. Who can read Chinese efficiently? Someone let me know what that was all about. That'd be great. But what do y'all think about it? Personally, I think it's looking like a 5 or a 4.5 right now for me. That's just for me though. It's looking like a 4.5 or a 5. So that's, maybe it looks better later on. This is early on. I don't know, but that's what it's looking like for me. But at any rate, let me know down below what y'all think about this Silver Palace. Silver Palace. It's the name of the game, Silver Palace. Let me know what you think about this game down below in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Holla. Spike content.